was off to primary school. This morning's lesson, writing poetry. But with one small difference. Adora wasn't a pupil.
Let me introduce myself. My name's Adora Svitak. I'm the author of Flying Fingers, Master the Tools of Learning. So today, does anyone want to guess what we'll be learning about? Yes? Poetry, very good. We're going to write a poem of our own together. Maybe it'll be a very funny poem, and then we can read it out loud.
Her performance was very slick.
Have any of you heard of William Shakespeare?
Her mum told me she stepped in front of her first audience at 7 and was now teaching several of these sessions a week.
Adora?
Thank you.
You're very encouraging to the children. You know, I'm wondering where you get all of that confidence from.
I think that when I was a kid, then I needed encouragement. I think my parents were always very big in giving me support and giving me also sometimes constructive criticism.
Did you just refer to yourself as a kid in the past tense?
Yeah, I tend to do that.
It seemed almost as if Adora had already put her childhood behind her, and I wondered if she ever felt she was missing out.
Some people would say, you know what, 10, that's too young to be working. What do you think of that?
Well, I think that this is more than work to me. This is actually quite enjoyable. This is play almost in some ways. This is giving me a lot of experience and education. I don't really look at it so much as work.
She was the oldest 10-year-old I'd ever met. But what lay behind this extraordinarily grown-up girl? Adora is homeschooled and 3 years ahead of her peers. She follows an online curriculum.
So...
This is the office, and it's a great place. This is my little area. This is just really sort of my center of everything I do. All right, this is my schedule.
Aha!
Adora showed me the timetable she'd devised for herself. Age 10, she already had a schedule that would put a junior cabinet minister to shame.
Wow, okay. How old were you when you realised that you were different from other children?
When I was little, I thought everyone loved reading. I thought reading was the most fun sort of game. It was enjoyable. In fact, I read so many books today, my parents actually had to tell me to stop reading.
A lot of young people, they don't want to be different, you know, there are enough pressures, and so kind of being one of the gang is the easiest way sometimes when you're growing up.
Well, I like being different, unique, and sometimes I wear very simple clothes or very plain that show how much disregard I have for the rest of society that's saying that I should be wearing jeans and I'm wearing sweatpants instead. Today I'm not, but I often wear mismatching socks.
Evening and time for the family meal.
That's good. Thank you, Mark.
Joyce grew up in China during the Cultural Revolution with no access to books, and now she seems intent on giving Adora and elder sister Adriana the knowledge that she was denied.
From very young age, I hire babysitter to not just watch them for the physical comfort. I always coach babysitter to teach the kids, to play with them in a way that's conducive to their learning, so they learn very early on.
Sure.
I teach my kids the same things like learning is just as essential as eating and drinking. You don't ever stop eating and drinking, and so you never stop learning.
Dinner for most families is a chance to catch up on the day. For this lot, it's an opportunity to talk world economics. Unsurprisingly, Dad John is a software engineer with a PhD in physics, and 13-year-old sister Adriana is a highly talented pianist.
You got the news online today? Mm-hmm. Yeah. The Dow went up a lot, and the Nasdaq a little. The Dow went up by some 100 points, and the Nasdaq by...
And if I was impressed by the dinner conversation, I was about to learn there was even more to this precocious child in mismatching socks. As well as the books and the website, Adora is on her way to becoming a phenomenon, broadcasting nationwide to her less able contemporaries from a TV studio in the family's basement.
And you are in Indiana, I presume?
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
I was in Redmond, Washington, spending time with young literary genius Adora Svitak. I wanted to test out one of the claims on Adora's website, that she reads 2 or 3 novels a day. So I challenged her to a speed reading contest.
Queen of the Ancient World, Zenobia.
Queens of the Ancient World. Yes, that sounds very, very good. What page is that?
262.
All right.
All right, on the count of 3 we begin. No peeking prior to that allowed.
Does this count as peeking or not?
Yes.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Sorry, the light's very low in here. Can we? No, okay. Carry on.
Done.
Okay, that's a slight problem because I'm on the 3rd sentence about how this queen had long black hair, and that's as far as I got.
Okay, well, her physical appearance was actually quite important. She had a lyrical voice, long black hair, as you said. She was originally had Lulia in her name, but she changed her name to Septimia Zenobia in order to match the name of her husband.
Okay, it's astonishing. The only person I know who can read more quickly than you is Superman. Yeah, and he does this.
Okay.
And then he's done it. But you're getting there.
Adora needs to read fast if she's to get through her schedule.
Tell me about the video conference.
Well, every day, or nearly every day in the fall, then I would have a video conference with a school about writing. And actually, I have the video conferencing unit downstairs.
So you've effectively got a TV studio downstairs.
Yes.
Most families' basements are full of dirty laundry, but Adora uses hers to deliver online lectures to schools all over America. She gets paid $300 for each gig. Today's lesson was being beamed nearly 2,000 miles to a classroom in Indiana.
Personal narratives is what we'll be learning about today. So when you write a personal narrative, you are writing a story from your own life. It was rich chocolate.
It was another faultless performance from Adora. Her confidence seemed unshakable. I had to remind myself she's only just turned 10.
So, what can you tell me that a good story should have to make it exciting?
Nickelodeon, a conflict?
Conflict, very good. Conflict and obstacle, those are things that make a story pretty exciting. Well, thank you, everyone. You've been a great class today, and I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. So thank you.
Thank you, Dora.
Listen, really well done. I thought that was
thank you.
fantastic. So, Joyce, is there a lot of work involved in